Hello, Garage Gang. I'm wearing our t-shirt, the Garage Gang. And it's been a while since I've done a video for you, and so I thought I would just give you a quick update and message on how much I appreciate your continued support, and it continues to help here in the garage. Just recently, I had some plugs put in. There's a 4-socket back here, and this one was expanded back here from two plugs to 4, and that was because of your help as Patreon members and Patreon supporters. So your help is very important, and just a big shout out to all of you for what you do. Things are going along well in here. I have these cichlids are almost ready to go over to the 300-gallon. I found a few little white poops, and I don't know what that's about. So I'm keeping a close eye on them just to make sure there's no parasites. Maybe it was because I gave them some frozen krill. I'm not sure. So I'm going to watch them a little bit longer, make sure they continue to look very active, colored up, and eating well, and then I will be ready to bring them over to the 300. Everyone in the 210 is doing great. I brought over, as you might know, I brought over this little firemouth, and he was getting harassed by the Nicaragua over here a little bit, but he's settled in, and you can see his colors are just really, really good, and I'm really happy with how he's looking and how he's doing. Everybody seems to be doing okay here, and the Oscars continue to hang out like best buddies. I hope that continues to be the case. They're very cute, very nice Oscars, and overall pretty friendly. The albino was giving the red Spotted Severums a little bit of a hard time, just harassing them a little bit, which is why I brought them over to the 210 a little bit ahead of schedule. But they're doing well, and you know, cichlid keepers, we all know that could change without warning, and a year from now I might be posting a video about how I'm taking one of them to the local fish store. But for now, it's all good. And this piece of driftwood, this massive piece of driftwood, was continuing to rotate. It was rotating where this part here was rotating to the back, and then it was popping up one of these openings here would then pop up, and not like when I first put it in, but pushing it up. And so now what I did was I was able to secure it underneath this other piece of driftwood right here, which was actually cut off of that larger piece. So this piece is really wedged in well between the front glass, the back corner, and the very back of the aquarium. So it's really wedged in there. So that piece isn't moving at all. And so this is now being held in place by that piece of wood, and the very far end of it is underneath one of the glass sections of the aquarium. So it's not going anywhere as much as it would like to float. It's just a massive piece of driftwood, and you can almost carve it into a person, right? You've got the 2 legs and the 2 arms and the upper body there, the head. But the pleco likes to stay here right there in the for lack of a better term, the little crotch area of that's where the pleco lives, and nobody seems to be messing with the pleco, so that's good. There's the Jack Dempsey. Very nice looking fish. The Oscars are just super interactive, not afraid of anything. Very good eaters. Anyway, they're all thriving in here. I'm very happy with them. Of course, the 300 is just rocking. I mean, you've seen it in videos. It's just doing really, really well. I do have to swap out. This is what holds, gives you an idea how big the sock is. The sock in the sump where the 2 pipes dump into. This is the 7. This is the sock. This is the sock holder for the sump, and so I'm going to swap. This one's going to get put in. The one that's in there, I'm not sure if you can see it with this amount of light, but the one that's in there doesn't have any support screws back here. I think it's designed to just fit snugly over a certain kind of frame. And I wish they'd been more clear about that when I bought it. But so I'm going to take this one out, and I'm going to put this one in that has the support screws. So this will work really, really well in holding the sock in place. That way I don't have to lean the sock against this this first sponge. Not sure if you can see that there, but the sock is actually, the sock holder is leaning against that first sponge in the sump, and that's what's keeping it level. So I can just stop having to do that and move the sponges a little bit down this way, and create a little more room in this first chamber here, where eventually I'm going to put an algae scrubber right here on this wall. I'm going to put an algae scrubber that will help control algae, reduce nitrates, and add oxygen, and also give the fish a nice little algae snack once in a while. You can see how good they're looking. Just a bunch of beasts. Little cherry barb's doing well. Mom and dad, baby's in there somewhere. And the 90 is doing really, really well ever since I took out that fire mouth. It just really calmed things down here in the 90 gallon. As you can see, the only fish that get into it now really are the two Geophagus Ceramidensis, which look spectacular now. I mean, they're really, really coloring up nicely. They are some of the bigger Geophagus. I mean, they become a very hefty, I think 7-inch plus. They get pretty good size. And this is a AC Heckeli up here. That's an AC Heckeli. But these over here, this guy and this one over here, are the Geophagus. And sometimes they'll lip lock each other and get into it, but it doesn't seem to be too much damage on average. The Green Terror is just so mellow. I don't know when I'm going to be able to bring him over to the 210. Just a really cute and colorful fish, and definitely not a terror. Just kind of keeps to his own and not living up to his name. The red shoulder, as you can see here, approaching the front, has become a lot more bold ever since the more aggressive fish, like the Nicaragua and the chocolates and the firemouth, since they were removed, he's become a lot more active, which I'm glad. He's a really cool fish, and I'm really, really glad he's doing well. Red Spotted Severums, I got two of them. Here's one of them, and the other one you can see over here on the edge of the tank. Very cute fish. They really have the whole 55 to themselves. There's a whiptail, like an armored catfish in there, and just the two of them. So they're doing great. I might quarantine some red hooks if James Largo gets me some red hook silver dollars, and maybe a few other geos. They'll probably quarantine in that tank, so they will have some tank mates in the future. But for right now, they have the run of the 55 and the Cory cat that's in there, and the whiptail. It's as if they're not even in there. I mean, they're pretty much hidden all day long. So they're very calm and cool, and in a very peaceful situation that I hope will allow them to put on some size, some weight, and get a little bit of swagger so they can go in with the other fish. So that's pretty much the update. I mean, if we go over here, if we walk through here, and you go and you look down here, you'll see that this little pleco tank, all the little baby plecos are doing great. Again, there's about 30 of them in there. That tank needs a good vacuuming, and it needs a vacuuming like every week, just because of the amount of waste that the plecos create. And back here, just to give you a complete walk around, 29 gallon. Everybody's looking great. You know, I feed them the small little pellets, and I think these are New Life Spectrum, small fish formula. So they like this stuff a lot. But I'll tell you something. When I take some of the extreme flakes and break them up and drop extreme flakes in there, they lose their minds. They go crazy and go after it. So that's I would say that's a little bit better quality food. The Corys get a little bit of this Aquarium shrimp pellets. That's for the Corys mostly. And then Mr. Mustard here. Not sure if you can make him out. Hey, buddy. Mr. Mustard gets fluval bug bites. Fluval bug bites. If my hair looks like a helmet, it's because I was just wearing a helmet. Got back from a 25-mile bike ride and in a 90-degree weather, and it was a lot of fun. Got a great sweat. So anyway, there's an update for you. You folks are very appreciated. Just want to give you a shout out and let you know that we're continuing to make progress here in the fish room, and it's to a large degree because of your support. And so that's why I thought I'd make this video, just to let you know that I think about you folks all the time, and feel like I should communicate more, maybe do a private live stream and things like that. But I have so much going on, and especially with my new granddaughter, who keeps me on my toes. I try and do as much grandpa time as I can over there. So, at any rate, that's it for now, and thank you so much, my friends. You are appreciated, and I hope to see you on Saturday for cichlids and coffee if you can make it. If not, catch the replay. And if there's a particular subject that you would like to have me talk on or do a video about, please let me know in response to this video. Your input's very important to me. Somebody did suggest that I do a video on how do you do a water change when you have a sump on your aquarium. I think we'll go ahead and do that because it's kind of a cool subject. So look for that. And both these tanks, of course, the 210 and the 300 have sumps, and this one has, of course, the sump and the FX6, and this one has the sump, and in the future it'll have this Samsung 704B. As soon as I get new hoses, which are on a slow boat from China right now, so they're not here yet, and I mean that literally. They're on a slow boat from China. I ordered them from AliExpress, which is the China's version of Amazon. So they probably are on a slow boat from China. So they should be here within a week, I hope. And then I will go ahead and have a Samsung 704B helping to further filter the 210, which is going to be vital as more fish go in here. The red hooks will go in there, and these fish, of course, will be putting on a lot of size over time. And so the waste production is going to continue to go up and up and up. So, okay. So this time for reals, I'm really going to end off. Thank you so much, my friends. You are the best, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.